It's the Ascot side. We've got some big names and some really good players there, apart from Angie Lambert, an absolute hockey legend. Anima Durante in the goals has been fantastic last season and this season. Also, young up-and-coming players like Georgia Morgan, Sarah Jane McCann. They're all good young players in this Ascot team. Hannah Reid. Now here's the north side, of course, in goals. There's another hockey legend, Emily Burrows. She's played for the Gillaroos as well as the Queensland Scorchers. And some other good young players coming through there as well. And some established players like Sam Morris and Jess Rosa. It's a good all-round side in this North team. So, the other side of the field. We didn't mention Brooke Anderson. She's an excellent player from the Gold Coast, playing for Ascot. And, of course, Sarah Rogers, Australian country player. She's one of those other players that Ascot seem to have had for a long time that play really well week in, week out.
Yeah, it's good to see also number 14, Charlie Mitchell from Norths, finally getting a full-time gig in Div 1 here. So, interesting, the girls lining up. I haven't seen this for a little while.
And Emma Fry, looks like she's going to be umpiring instead of Amy Ryan. Amy Ryan was injured in that last game. Looks like she'd really hurt her hand badly. And she just behind us, she's going off, and I'd say she's being taken to the hospital to have that hand x-rayed.
Yeah, had a quick look as she came through, and the thumb's definitely not in a good position. And we'll wish Amy all the best there. But again, thanking Emma Fray for stepping up here and actually been able to let the game continue. So that takes a lot of things. It puts you out. You might have had a party to go to. You might have been letting down some friends. But it's awesome to see that Emma Fray said, "Yep, I'll have a crack here, and let's see how we go." So,
well, we're about to get underway. The Queensland Government through Bart Mellish MP and Joan Pease MP sponsoring this BWHA Division 1 match. Umpires are ready. Goalies are nearly ready. They are ready now. And we're about to get underway. Tech bench ready.
I hope they're ready like they were last game.
There's a whistle. We're underway in the BWHA Division 1 match between Norse and Ascot in the Bart Mellish MP, Joan Pease MP sponsored match. Norse first use of the ball. And under pressure from SJ McCann, and that ball was meant to be going through to Kelly Lewis off a Ascot stick, so Ascot will get us, Norse will get us going underway. There's Sam Morris. She's played a gazillion games in Div 1 in Brisbane. Brooke Anderson cleans up for Ascot, drives it over the halfway. Lots of attention, gets it through to Woolstein. Woolstein gets dispossessed. Free hit goes to Norse. Tucker will come up to take it for Norse to get us back underway again. Marinda McMahon just calling the defence at the back here. Tucker tries to go overhead, brought down. And Norse will get the free hit. Taken quickly. Get it through to O'Donoghue. O'Donoghue dispossessed. Now it's Smart. Smart, don't run in the way of her. She'll just go over the top of you. And the umpire, Emma Fry, just asking him to take it back to the mark. Charlie Mitchell just got bumped by Zoe Smart. It was accidental. No malice in it. And that bobbly, bouncy pass to Marinda McMahon would have been difficult for anyone to bring in.
Yeah, not a good pass there.
Brooke Anderson. Recently a member of the South Coast Sharks that won the Super League. Free hit to Ascot. Hannah Reid leaves it for Smart into the circle. There's SJ McCann. She'll have a shot off the stick of Morris. Long corner.
Great bit of work there by Smart. You could see SJ McCann in the little bit of space there. Got the ball very quickly. Nice
Rogers,
injection.
Far side into the circle. Couldn't find McCann. Free hit goes to Norse. Ivy Hardcastle down there for Norse. She'll take it. Hannah Reid and McCann putting pressure on. Rogers brings it down neatly to McCann. McCann couldn't make the trap. And that's a let off for Norse.
Yeah, Ascot making some pressure on North straight away, really keeping North down in that 22.
Morris at the back for Norths. Not much on. Walks it forward now. Over to Hardcastle. Hardcastle. Nice touch on. Straight onto Rogers. Mitchell couldn't do anything with it, but it looks like Sarah Rogers just got a bit of a crack on the shin or ankle there.
Yeah, right on the ankle.
She's going to jog it out though.
Yeah.
They make them tough in this game. If you watched any of the World Cup last night, I saw lots of dives by players who weren't touched at all. Unbelievable. And yet in hockey, I've seen players like Taylor Evans, blood everywhere, come off, get a bit of a band-aid on it and back out on the field again. Hardcastle comes back to Morris. Morris has Walton this side, is going to use her. Walton going to tidy up, keeps it in place, as a slip, but still gets it to Smith. Smith across the far side. That's Mitchell. Mitchell looking for Lewis, Lewis couldn't bring it in.
Yeah, nice bit of angled play there by North, going from left to right, but also actually putting the ball straight on the stick of the player running towards him. So
it was a good lead by Lewis, but she couldn't get across to the pass. And pressure put on by O'Donoghue. Oh, Angie Lambert, cool as you like. Good work from Tucker, turns it over. Got Anderson in front of her. Anderson makes her go back. Pressure by Reed. Reed turns it over. Got McCann there in traffic. Turns one way. Good work by Mamie Smith to get the ball off her. Reed. Oh, good pressure from Reed now. Anderson. She'll give it to Reed. No, she keeps going herself. Morris comes across. Oh, that's right. Hannah Reed's been married now. Now Hannah Eames. Sorry, Hannah. When you change a name like that when you get married.
Oh, is that what?
Yeah. Hannah Reed is her maiden name.
I was trying to look through the game card there to find out who the Reeds were, and I couldn't see anyone.
No, that's Hannah Reed down there. She's played a number of Super League games. She would have played in Super League in the losing Brisbane side. Brooke Anderson, the winning South Coast Sharks side, gets the free hit against her.
Yeah, Lauren Tucker there. Great bit of defence, nice and low and flat. And Ascot just ran straight into her. Gets the turnover.
So that time, Kylie O'Donoghue couldn't make the trap, and Ascot will bring the ball back in from the side. Looks like it'll be Angie Lambert with the honours. She can throw the ball, and she's going to do exactly that. Finds SJ McCann very neatly. SJ McCann couldn't bring it down. Sam Morris says thanks very much, SJ. But that pass to Tucker couldn't be kept in the field of play.
Yeah, Sam Morris, that was a bit of a hard one for Tucker to bring in there, and probably could have pushed it absolutely the other side of the pitch.
Adam Peters looking on with interest. Marinda McMahon gets us going again. Captain. Oh, good work from Smart. Smart will get into the circle. Nice feed and a good goal. That was Wilstein. What a beauty.
Yeah, you have a look there by Smart. Gets herself here, looks up straight away. Has a look at Wilstein coming through on the left-hand side. Nice dive there by Wilstein. Gets the ball in behind Emily Burrows. And that's a good goal. First one for Ascot today.
Yeah, 1-0 straight away. And we said it had to be a good goal to get it past Emily Burrows. And that was an excellent way to finish from Wilstein.
Yeah, Holly Gilbert there. Just a couple of stick checks. Umpires really playing advantage to the max there.
Oh, Rogers gets the pass across to Tara Fitzpatrick. Tara, the cousin of Sav and Maddie Fitzpatrick, daughter of Murray.
Oh, Muzza.
Muzza, that's the one.
Yes.
He's apparently a hairier, better-looking version of Scott.
Yeah, he's a cheat too. No worries.
Oh, good play. Far side. That was Mitchell. Charlie Mitchell throws it over. Who's she throwing it to? It's Amy Smith. She keeps it in the field of play. Amy trying to get it in field, but couldn't get it past Natalia Smith. So a free hit. Just going to drag it back to take it 5. And again, trying to get it past Natalia Smith. Natalia Smith's like a wall and gets a free hit.
Yeah, great bit of ball control there. Natalia got it up on the stick too. Was able to control that very well and got himself a free hit.
Hannah Reams goes down the line and McCann couldn't bring that pass in. It was right on a stick. McCann just mistimed it.
Yeah, probably a little bit of flat foot there by SJ and just not that quick as that she normally was there, and the ball was coming like a rocket too.
Oh, good play by Fitzpatrick, and then she undid it when she tried to get it through to Weems. Just apologises.
Currently, Kedron playing East League's Carina, mate. Currently, Kedron up 1-0.
Oh, that'll be a big game. Morris at the back. Oh, is that a good pass? Luckily, Woolstein didn't get onto it for Ascot. Lucky for Norse. Norse still have it. Trying to get it through to Lewis. Lewis gets it. Brooke Anderson all over her. Umpire's playing advantage. Finally comes back for the free hit. Good play from Lewis. Very strong over the ball. Tucker goes back to Walton. Walton. Far side. Mitchell dumps it back to Hardcastle. Now in the pocket. Can I get it out of there? Rogers is very good in defence. Into the circle. It's still available. Durante missed it, but Miranda McMahon plays a captain's role, gets it clear. Norths have it back. Walton's gets it into the circle. It's off Lambert's stick for a long corner.
Yeah, let's have a look at this. The ball coming to the back there. We probably just missed that, but great defence there by the actual keeper there. Sorry, not the keeper, the captain of Ascot. And North really trying hard there, but just not getting that last little pass together.
Yeah, couldn't finish it there. Golden opportunity. Durante was out of the goal. Brought down neatly. And Ascot just under a little bit of pressure at the moment. Norths are doing well. They're finding their players inside the circle. That time, straight on the stick of Lambert. Lambert gets a bump, but she's too strong over the ball. Gets it away to Anderson. Anderson has Woolstein. And Tucker gets in the way to break down the play.
Yeah, I think Dan's just showing a bit of skill, just showing the girls sometimes you actually have to hold the ball to get the commitment of the player to get the next pass away.
SJ McCann couldn't bring in that pass from McMahon. Morris at the back. She's a rock for Norse. And Walton just missed the trap, went under a stick. So Brooke Anderson, thanks very much. She'll take it from here. Gets through to Woolstein. Umpire's playing advantage. Oh, she's going to play just outside the circle. Don't know why she didn't play it a penalty corner. But I'm not the umpire. I'm just the commentator. Now, Smart takes it 5. Gets it back to Anderson. Anderson onto the feet of Walton for the penalty corner.
Yeah, the pressure here builds from right back, and we're not going to see that. But if we have a look at North coming out of their inside, and I know the replay's playing in the background, Sam Morris, she's got to try an Egyptian option. She's pushed it 4 times to one side, and it's found the touch line every time. She's really got to, if it's not on, it's not on, and bring it back and slow it down that little bit because it's just applying way too much pressure for North at the moment.
Oh, here we go. Variation from the right-hand side of the picture. SJ McCann to McMahon. McMahon will have a straight shot. It's off the stick, and a nice stick save by Burrows. It's still available. No, Morris has it now. She gets it forward, looking for the fast break. They've got Williams, I think. Yes, Williams down there. I think that's Cozia's sister. And she couldn't get it to Williams. And there's Eames. Can't get it past that North defender. Norths have it at the back now. And now, good pass to get it forward. Woolstein there. And that pass to Tucker too far in front.
Yeah, we go back, and there's been some good plays, so we've just waited for the opportunity. Have a look at this last short corner. Not a bad option there, but again, Burrows just able to get that stick nice and horizontal, hits the ball over and actually puts the fire out. Nice bit of save there by Emily Burrows.
Emily Burrows. She's good. And Emily Burrows kicks it clear onto a Norse player's stick. That's Mitchell. And Mitchell puts it on Fitzpatrick's feet for the free hit.
Yeah, I think you find there that Sarah Walton got a beautiful touch on that. Got it across to Mitchell for Norse, and they were able to come away with that one.
At the back, Ascot, very strong. And that's what happens. These players really lift when they've got Angie Lambert out there. Brooke Anderson comes away in traffic, gets out of it. Nice work. Got players in front. That's Wolstein again. She's having a strong game for Ascot. Can go back to McCann. Instead, she goes into the circle. It's available, but Jordana gets it clear. That's Moffaty. Jordania, now Wolstein can't get into the circle. Yes, she does, but onto Morris's stick. Morris playing a steady role. Now Rosa. And that ball off Amy Smith. Will be a free hit now for Rosa to take. Jess Rosa. Oldest of the Rosa sisters. All the Roses played hockey together for Bulimba at one stage. And Bulimba no longer in Div 1. Jess Roses moved across to North a couple of seasons ago. Lambert at the back to Rogers, the Australian country representative, who puts it straight onto the stick of Moffaty, and Moffaty pushes it forward for, I'm not sure who's had over that side. I think it's O'Donoghue. Couldn't run onto it.
Yeah, North's have been doing it all day, but they've been putting the ball just too far out in front, and they've just had those cheap turnovers. Interesting if they can get a couple and actually get it to the right spot. Look out, because they've actually got some great attacking players up the front there at the moment.
Well, the idea is right, that just the execution of that last pass isn't good enough. So Hardcastle will get us underway again for Norse. Pushes forward, finds Mitchell. Mitchell, now that's O'Donoghue. O'Donoghue looking for Gilbar. Gilbar under pressure from one of the best hockey players in Brisbane, Angie Lambert. Lambert. Back she goes. McMahon. Centre field, that's Wolstein. She's like a ball magnet at the moment, and that's outside the circle. Led into the box for a 16 to North.
Yeah, lovely bit of passage play there by Ascot, but the angles were there, the nice little soft touches, the ball was moving at some speed.
Oh, good ball. Centre field. Very strong in the centre field is Natalia Smith for Ascot. Now forward, Smart, controlling the centre field. Agnew, it's Savelia Agnew, loses possession to Tucker. Moffaty now to Tucker, making Agnew do a lot of running around. That's Smith. Smith runs around in the circle by herself, throws it forward and nearly put it on the stick at Gilbar. Gilbar couldn't make the trap. Lambert, searching pass, looking for Eames. Morris in the way. Morris got a lot of attention, has to go back to Rosa. Rosa under pressure, throws it the far side to Mitchell. Mitchell had to come back and lend a hand. Free hit to Mitchell.
Yeah, great work there by little Charlie Mitchell coming through the ranks and was able just to control that there, and she knew the Norths were under the pump but got him the free hit.
Morris and Rosa at the back. And Tucker wasn't really onto that. A little bit flat-footed. Well in front of her.
Yeah, we've seen the same play there by Morris, Peter.
Agnew into the circle easily. She's going to drive around and good save. Stop the pass. Well done, Emily Burrows.
Yeah, have a look at this for goalkeeping work. This is what it's about. Great work there by Ascot, getting the circle. But look at the first thing Emily Burrows does. Down low, slides in, squares it up, puts it over the back line. Awesome bit of goalkeeping work there.
Yeah, nothing but ball. Did not touch the player. Smart.
I told you, probably one of the best goalies I've seen here, Peter, in Brisbane.
Agnew, you're just baiting me. I know you are. Well, Emily Burrows will be playing for the Scorchers again with the retirement of Audrey Smith, Maddie Smith and Claire Comerford.
And Peter
None
Smith
of them are
after
here.
This game.
Emily Burrows back into the Queensland Scorchers, and thank goodness she's around.
Absolutely.
Because although they've got some good young up-and-coming keepers, none at that level have any experience.
I'm glad to see Emmy Burrows back. Fantastic.
McMahon finds Anderson. Anderson back on the field after a bit of a break. And the free hit goes to Anderson. Moffaty. Another free hit. That time for a foot. Moffaty was lucky not to get called for not being back 5. Back to McMahon now. Back in play. Anderson. Anderson gets a free hit just outside the circle. Comes back. Gets it back. A lot of traffic there. She can't get through it, and Lewis takes it off her. And Smith, Natalia Smith that is, for Ascot. Back to Lambert. Lambert goes around Lewis in traffic. And just kicked there by Kelly Lewis.
G'day Jenny, good to see you watching with us live here today. We've got Pete on the main game at the moment, and just to give you a quick update there, Ascot currently leading North 1-0. We're in about halfway of the first half. G'day Matthew, it's good to see that you've got nothing on a Saturday afternoon too, mate. You've watched the last 2 games with us, so hang in there, buddy. Have a nice cold drink for us.
Jess Roser will get us restarted from the side for North. Gets it past Eames onto Moffaty. Moffaty gets dispossessed by Woolstein. Woolstein to Anderson. Anderson just waiting for McMahon to get up there. McMahon gets there. She's in space. Got Agnew. Tries to use her, but Agnew had stopped. Didn't make the lead that McMahon expected.
Yeah, McMahon used a lot of energy to get to the ball. Once she got there, I think everything was travelling way too fast.
Morris at the back to Tucker. Tucker, Morris and Rosa under pressure. Eames and Agnew. Free hit goes to Morris. All the players thought it was going to go the other way.
Yeah, take your luck and you run with it.
Where's Williams? Rolandi Williams. Smart young player coming up through the ranks for Norse. Back we go, Agnew. Pushes across. Eames. On to Amy Smith. Amy Smith gets a free hit against her. Taken straight away by Eames. Through to Agnew. Oh, again. Burrows. What a beauty. But that's gone onto the feet of the Norse defender.
Have a look at this. There's 2 things here. One is the opportunity taken by Ascot. Gets in the circle. Beautiful offload there. But again, the goalkeeper, Emily Burrows, straight in there. Nice slide. Nice and horizontal. Again, just kills the ball. And Norse try to flick it out, but into the backside of one of their players. And that's why we got the short corner.
So short corner, we've got Angie Lambert up the top of the circle. That would be an awesome sight as a player. There's only one player I know who I'd rather not face, and that's probably Renee Taylor, but she's over in Perth now. So Angie Lambert, top of the circle. What's she going to do with it? Straight slap shot. What a good run out that time by Holly Gilbar. McMahon tries to get it back in the circle, but can't get it past Amy Smith. Free hit to Ascot, outside the circle. Lambert takes it back 5, gets it back into the circle. Oh, and a brilliant save by Burrows.
Yeah, great work there. So have a look at this. Angie, oh, we were back to the corner, sorry. Have a look at that short corner there. Angie Lambert gets a nice little touch, but Holly Gilbert was out very, very fast. Lambert didn't see it, and there could be an own goal here. Outside the circle, just while we're talking there live. You have a look at that. I think it's Rosa on the top of the circle there, hits her off the leg. She's saying it's high, and she looks for the appeal. And the umpire looked at the leg. You can see there she's saying it's high. Yep, umpire said, yep, we'll give you that one. I thought they were going to bring us into the game for a bit of video coaching then, Pete.
Yeah, just Rosa. Good work. Anderson again puts it on the feet this time of Gilbar. Anderson having a strong game. McMahon into the circle straight away, and again another good save. She had Woolstein breathing down her neck trying to get that ball.
Yeah, have a look at Ascot there, just getting himself set at the moment, but nice little injection there, but Burrows nice and flat again.
Into the circle again, a touch on, and everybody misses it.
Yeah, Woolstein there, Katie Woolstein just probably caught, wasn't expecting that ball.
Oh, Ashay McKean pinched that off Amy Smith. Across to Agnew. Agnew tackled by Rosa, turns it over. Anderson now into the circle. She's got Woolstein there. Woolstein's feet get in the way.
Yeah, I see that's twice now with Woolstein. We have a look. She's planting herself. She's got to try and keep that body in motion and keep it moving. Just a quick update. Pete Kedron currently 2. East Carina League 0.
Well, that's a big score. But East could come back from that, no problem at all.
Apparently the game is end-to-end at the moment.
Walton. Oh, puts it straight onto Brooke Anderson's stick. Brooke Anderson can't get it past Hardcastle, and Hardcastle manages to put it on the feet. Brooke Anderson took it straight in the circle, did she? Again, great save by Burrows.
Yeah, no, Anderson there, lucky to get away with that one because the actual infringement was way inside there and she took it and ran straight inside there. So very lucky to get away with that, and it's also lucky for Norse that it didn't turn into a goal.
Yeah, Burrows having an outstanding game in the net. SJ McCann, first touch for a while for her. Over to Agnew. Agnew. Oh, stick check first of all, says the umpire. SJ McCann runs at 5. Oh, good tackle by Hardcastle. Gets it through to Lewis. Lewis. McMahon tackles her and takes the ball off her. Oh, and puts it straight onto Williams' stick. Williams. Oh, and she gives it to Agnew. Bit of to and fro hockey going on. Now Anderson. Anderson in traffic gets it into the circle. And again, a good tackle by Hardcastle.
Yeah, individual stuff at the moment. They've got to actually play it and start getting some angles happening. They're playing in one section of the field, and I wouldn't think that the coaches there would be happy with that.
At the back, that's Natalia Smith. Across to Smart. Smart's got Georgia Morgan over the far side, and Georgia Morgan can't make that ball remain in the field of play.
Yeah, Georgia Morgan off to the States fairly soon to go across there for university hockey.
Fantastic way to get an education and play hockey at the same time. Smart with the ball on the halfway, under pressure from Smith. Throws it forward to Nola. Nola, nobody's made her appearance in this game. So, Norths turn it over again. They've got to stop turning it over inside their own half. They've been putting themselves under pressure. And this Ascot team, if not for the efforts of Burrows, they'd be up 5 goals. Sarah Rogers, far side, comes back this side to McMahon. McMahon finds McCann. McCann can't trap it. Up high and dangerous as the umpire.
Yeah, as much as Norse are turning it over, I don't think Ascot would be happy with this at the moment as well. Their front end's very flat-footed, and when they're getting the ball, they're actually getting the ball, retrieving it at no pace. And what's happening is it's either hitting their foot and they're turning into very cheap turnovers at the moment.
Up and over, brought down by Natalia Smith and McMahon. McMahon gives it back to Smith. Centrefield Smart, under pressure from Amy Smith. Too many Smiths around here. That's Georgia Morgan, throws it forward, straight onto Sam Morris's stick. Taken off her by McCann. McCann. Oh, again, Burrows makes a critical save. And the free hit goes to Ascot just at the top of the circle.
Yeah, that's great reflexes from Burrows, level-headed as well. Using great stick, using her feet to her stick. The coordination there's nothing that she can't do today at the moment.
Zoe Smart. Gets it across to Agnew. Agnew in the pocket. Hardcastle. Forces a bad pass. Has it back from Williams and stands on the ball. Agnew takes it straight away. She's run it into the circle. Good tackle again by Hardcastle. Williams with it now into the pocket. Loses control. Be an Ascot ball from the side. Smart. Gets around 1. Hardcastle gets it forward. Now with Lewis. Lewis can't get it past McMahon. McMahon has Smart. Smart into the circle. Off the stick. And there's a stick check. And North will have the free hit. Morris takes it quickly. Lewis, good control. Gets it forward. And McMahon channels her. And the free hit goes to North off McMahon's feet.
Yeah, great work there by Kelly Lewis. Gets that ball, keeps it in. keeps it around and actually was able to turn them both around there and gets the free hit as well. So gets North right into the front half, and it's been a while since they've been up this end, Pete.
It has been a while. Morris at the back. Goes across to Tucker, far side. Not a lot of movement in front of it. There's not too many leads for her to go to, and straight away, she's trying to make something of it. Puts it onto Jorgen Morgan's stick. Oh, gets it back. No, umpire says free hit against Tucker. And Sarah Rogers, her first touch for a while. She'll get us underway again. Over the top, can't get it past Tucker. Tucker knocks it down for Amy Smith. Back to Walton. Walton gets it put on a foot by S.J. McCann. McCann leaves it for Smart. Smart will feed Anderson this side. Nice lead. She's got Eames in front of her. Can't get it past Ivy Hardcastle. Still has it. Now gets it past her. Gets it to Hannah Eames. Eames with Walton in front of her. Turns one way, turns the other. Umpire says free hit Eames. Anderson takes it quickly. Oh, inside the 5. Yes, she was. Penalty corner.
Yeah, that's exactly what you get. You've got to disconnect the brain sometimes, because it tells you there to defend, and that's what the player did there. And I think you find that might be Hardcastle, and just didn't realise she didn't back off and came straight into the ball, and that's a
lucky not to get a card for that. And that means that poor old Jess Rose are waiting to go on. She's probably going to get cold on the sideline.
We got Fitzy on the sideline too. Fitzy, you stand like your dad on the sideline. That's it.
So watch this penalty corner again. Angie Lambert, top of the circle. Quite often we see Marinda McMahon in this position. Angie Lambert, she'll get the ball. Umpire says there's a break, and this time it's going to be Holly Gilbar. And that's a bit of a blow, because Holly Gilbar's been doing great running out for Norse.
Yeah, she was actually the last girl that spoiled the last corner for Ascot.
So we'll go again, this time just 3 defenders with Emily Burrows. Ball's in to Lambert. Lambert, straight shot off the post. And that makes it a 16 for North. It's come off the corner of the post. No, it didn't go in.
The noise of that was like it went through the back there. I'd like to see this. You could see Angie, it's a nice strike on it. To me, it just came inside that post, and the noise was like it hit the backbone there. A complete different noise to a post noise. And umpire's right on the spot, and no one's complaining, so on we play.
Tucker up and over. Can't get it past Lambert. She's too good for that. At the back, lots of pressure coming from Amy Smith and Donahue. Thrown forward, looking for Woolstein. Woolstein will get the free hit. She'll take it quickly. She's got Eames. Instead goes straight into the circle. It's across the face of the goal. No one's there to take it. It'll be an Ascot ball from the side.
Oh, my favourite lady of all times. G'day, June. How are you, June Nichols? Just tuned in to say g'day to us, Pete.
Hello, June.
How's
Good
Nick
of you to
going?
watch.
We miss him. Hope you guys are travelling. And also, while we're talking, Kedron have gone out in the lead. 3-0 at the moment over Eastern Suburbs, or Eastern Carina Leagues Club.
So it's a long corner off a North stick to go over the baseline. Angie Lambert takes it. Taking the 5 and gets a free hit for obstruction. Back to McMahon. McMahon can get it straight into the circle, and that's off the stick of Amy Smith for another long corner. Walton.
Yeah, not enough movement there, Peter, by Ascot.
No,
to
and
pull
again,
the North's players out of that circle.
You're right, Mick. A bit flat-footed. Angie Lambert tries to make something of herself, and of course the other good player on the field is in goal. Probably one of the best goalkeepers I've seen in Brisbane
over the last couple of years.
One of the best.
I think she is the best. Sorry.
Ivy Hardcastle gets us going again. That's Gilbar. Gilbar tried to get it to Amy Smith. Free hit. S.J. McCann couldn't keep that in. Lots of pressure on her from Ivy Hardcastle. That's probably why she made the error. Ivy Hardcastle's having a very good game at the back for North. And as soon as I say that, she turns it over.
Yep.
Hannah Eames gets it through to S.J. McCann, and there's Ivy Hardcastle turning the ball over, making up for her earlier error. Amy Smith tries to get that forward off an Ascot stick.
G'day to Jenny Skirving. I've heard that name somewhere before, Pete.
Jenny Skirving. Would she be any relation to Angie?
No, that's Angie Lambert. It can't be Skirving. So g'day, it says it's freezing cold down in Port Fairy. It's freezing cold up here too, Jenny, let me tell you.
I was going to say Port Fairy would be cold at the moment.
And also my friend there, Helen. G'day, Helen Hart. How are you? When are you going to come pick up that ball? You shouldn't be at our place.
Hannah Reams to McMahon. McMahon throws it forward to Anderson. Anderson couldn't bring it in. She could feel Jess Rosa breathing down her neck. So Rosa will
She was probably cold,
this,
Peter.
Retrieve this. Bring it back for the 16. And the full press by Ascot, putting pressure on this back four. They get it forward to Moffaty. Moffaty back on the field. Mitchell throws it down. Couldn't get it. Gilbar couldn't get past McMahon. Gets past McMahon now. Nice lead by O'Donoghue. O'Donoghue gets it into the circle. Just outside the free hit. We know you are the mother of Angie, Jenny.
How would Jenny be the mother of Angie?
Oh, stop it, Mick.
It's not Jenny Lambert.
Smart at the back. Gets it forward. Eames comes forward. Help out. Oh, a nice slow tackle by Walton. Turns it over. Swings it through. Gets it to Gilbar. Gilbar looking for O'Donoghue. Lambert cleans up at the back for Ascot. Runs into traffic. Now with Amy Smith. Amy Smith gets the free hit outside the circle.
Must be great, Jenny, to see your beautiful daughter out there still playing very good quality hockey.
Ivy Hardcastle goes back to Morris. Morris, searching pass, finds Mitchell. Mitchell couldn't trap it, and that ball will go out for a North restart near their own quarter line.
Yeah, nice little defer. It's there. That's Angie just showing a bit of skill. She had a look at the clock. They knew they were down the last 15 minutes. She wanted to get it out of the defensive area and pushed it straight down the other end. The clock runs down, Pete.
And Jess Rosa just going to let the clock run down, and that's the halftime siren. We're going to the break with Ascot leading Norths 1-0. We'll see you on the other side.
Sparta Sticks, extreme and innovative, unrivaled cutting edge.
Hello and welcome back to Burry Bar Park. We're underway in the second half of this Joan Pease MP, Bart Mellish MP sponsored match, BWHA Division 1, Norths and Ascot. Ascot, first use of the ball at the end of the first half, leading 1-0, and several good shots on goal, but some excellent goalkeeping by Emily Burrows, giving Norths the match.
We started. Oh, sorry, Peter. I was just down in the grounds there, just talking quickly to Anne. She said to say g'day to your mum. She said she's like a little girl. Say hi to mum. So there you are, mum. G'day. She's playing hard.
Free hit goes to Norths. Sorry, goes to Ascot, not Norths. Goes to Ascot. Norths fought their away. This time Mitchell gets around Rogers. Rogers with Lambert, gets around Lambert. That's good work from Charlie Mitchell. Lambert rounds her up, gets it on the feet of Lambert, but just outside the circle. Mitchell goes back. Norths have come out firing. Into the circle, straight onto Sarah Rogers' stick. Mitchell has it back. And throws it high, up into Lambert's thigh, which will bring up the free hit for Ascot.
Yeah, Charlie Mitchell there, one of the Norths juniors, stayed with the club for many years and come back up into the div there, so playing very well and showing some great skill. She's represented Queensland in many teams on the way through the junior ages too, Pete.
Anna Reams gets it turned over, and a Norths on the attack. They've had a lot of ball in this first few minutes of the second half. But Ascot, they've been defending well. Norths have not been able to get into the circle. Oh, Eames can't get past a Hardcastle. S.J. McCann looked like a big stick check. Umpires said play on. Throwing it forward. Rogers is there first. Gets there before Lewis. Goes back to Lambert. Thrown forward. That was meant for Smart. Moffaty didn't quite get onto it. Smart gets through Walton's legs. Umpire says play on. Now the free hit goes to Smart.
Yeah, but smart play there by Smart.
Zoe into the circle to Eames. Eames tried to turn. Being channeled by Hardcastle. Hardcastle takes it off her. Again, Ivy Hardcastle. Strong game at the back for Norse. Lambert gets round one, throws it forward. Touch on by Smart to Anderson. Anderson finds McCann. McCann in towards the pocket. Can't get past Hardcastle. Gets a free hit. Takes it quickly. Into the circle now. Walton has it. Tries to clear it. Only gives it to Anderson outside the circle. Anderson into the circle now. That's McCann. McCann across the spot. No one's there. And the free hit goes to Norse.
Yeah, nice play there. Good lead up. A lot of work to be done there by Ascot. Get themselves finally in the circle. Find themselves in a bit of a gap, but just no one there to actually finish it off. It's got to be a little bit frustrating because they worked hard to get that.
You've got to have a player on the spot and a player on the far post. That's what works for us and the other clubs. Commercial, you'll see them do it all day. Kedron does it. Alicia Ferguson seems to be camped on the far post for East.
I think she's tied to it, Peter.
Oh, that ball thrown forward by Norse. They want to play it up the other end of the field. That's Tara Fitzpatrick on screen. Murray, if you're watching, big hello. He's probably at the ground. He's very fond of Tara. Loves watching her play. Brooke Anderson throws it forward, looking for McCann. Morris comes across first. Cut it off. Now with Walton. Walton under pressure from McCann. Gets it to Mitchell. Mitchell can't keep it in play.
Yeah, North's really, once they Ascot apply the pressure, they really panic in that back there, don't they? They're just not looking for other options at the moment.
Rogers sees McMahon by herself on the far side. Smith can't stop the pass. Getting into the circle. Burrows just kicks it out for Tucker. Tucker loses to Eames. Eames will have a shot. Oh, good work again by Burrows. Another shot from Fitzpatrick. And Fitzpatrick just throws her head up. She had a good go at it.
Yeah, you've got to be better to get past Burrows than that. Have a look at this. She gets herself positioned so well. Doesn't have to move much and just turns herself. She's there again, and Ricochet, she had that second one covered as well. I don't know if I've told you, Pete, but one of the best goalies I've seen in Brisbane for a couple of years, mate.
Yeah, it could be.
Has been. Still is.
McMahon, far side, gets it forward. That's Fitzpatrick. Fitzpatrick gets it to Eames. Eames into the circle. Walton in the way. That's an obstruction. Oh, no, it was off the foot apparently. And that's a penalty corner.
Yeah, nice little lead play again. A lot of work to be done to get the ball up there. So just I'm saying that too. G'day to Michelle Winford Crump, who's just tuned in while I've been giving a few good lines out to goalkeepers. Sorry about that, Michelle and Pete.
Michelle?
Michelle Winford Crump. Emily
Oh,
Crump.
Michelle. I wondered
Beautiful
what you were
mother.
talking about. Yeah, Michelle is Emily's mum.
Yeah,
Emily, our co-commentator.
yeah, who kicked me out. I've been
SJ
suspended.
McCann in. Smart, straight shot, but Holly Gilbar across there, runs it down.
Yeah, that ball was hit with some action. Have a look at this. So nice injection there by SJ McCann. Smart has a shot. Ricochets off, but actually the ball has gone 60 metres the other direction. So there's a great bit of contact there by Smart.
At the back. Get it forward now. That's McMahon. Sweeping across. O'Donoghue gets it for North. Gets it up to Amy Smith. Amy Smith goes back to O'Donoghue. She leaves it for Tucker. Tucker looks up and puts it straight onto Smart's stick. Didn't see Smart coming across. Now with Agnew. Agnew puts it onto Hardcastle's feet. Free hit.
Yeah, it wasn't a Smart pass there, but Smart was able to jump on it. And you can see what I was doing here, Pete.
I can see what you're doing. Lambert.
I wasn't trying to be smart.
Into the circle. Gets to the Smart. Smart has a shot and nearly touched on by Wolstein. Fitzpatrick brings it back into the circle. Around 1, around 2, penalty corner for the stick. Check off Moffaty.
Yeah, great bit of skill, and actually it is led up by Zoe Smart right before this play, and Fitzy's got a lot of work to do, but yeah, definitely North's come across. Virtue takes the feed out of Fitzpatrick as well, and there was no option for Emma Frey there, filling in for Amy Ryan in the umpiring there today, and she had no option. She had to blow that one. A good bit of umpiring by Emma Frey.
Good work from Tara Fitzpatrick too. Looked ominous for Norths. So again, Angie Lambert, top of the circle, and will we see a variation this time? They're having a go from the right-hand side. Goes to R1. Across to L1. Shot a goal, and it's off the postie, Walton, into the back of the net.
Yeah, if you have a look at this, number 9, there she is on the left-hand side. Watch her there for Norths. Gets herself a great hit. Again, that's smart. She's got some power in that hit, and there's not much Walton could do. She put the stick out to try and stop it, but it's obviously come straight off the edge and straight in goal. And that's what happens when you hit them hard, and that's what Zoe Smart's very, very good at. She has great contact with that ball.
So that's a bit of breathing room for Ascot now, up 2-0. And they've still got the full press on. At the back, Tucker. A little bit of time now. Goes back to Morris. Don't want to give it up down there. Walton to Mitchell. Mitchell turns it over and takes out the feet of Anderson. Wasn't intentional.
Walton's just got to slow that third pass down. She's pushing that a little bit too hard, and you could see there straight away Mitchell was actually, before she got the ball, she had a player straight on her.
Fitzpatrick gets it forward to Agnew. Agnew gets around 2. Can she get around Hardcastle? No, Hardcastle takes it off her. Gets it to Mitchell. Mitchell tried to turn it on the feet of Anderson. Gives it to Agnew. Agnew down to Eames. Eames will work it into the circle. No, Hardcastle's there, and it's a long corner.
Yeah, great bit of defensive work there by Hardcastle. Had a lot of work to do there, and was just able to pad that across the back to slow Ascot down.
Oh, McMahon. The pass to McMahon got cut off by Williams. That's Rolandi Williams. And now, that's O'Donoghue. Kylie O'Donoghue gets a free hit. Down the line, they keep it in play. Trying to get it into the circle. Off the stick of McMahon, long corner.
Looks like East Carina Leagues Club finally get one on the board, Peter. So Kedron currently 3, East 1.
Free hit to Mitchell. Dumps it off to Hardcastle. Hardcastle into the circle. It's across the face of the goal. Everybody misses it. Long corner.
Mish Elms, I'm not quite sure what's funny about the Ascot logo. Fill us in here. Let's see what it is. Oh, Craig Matheson's watching too. He's one of Fitzpatrick's little mates.
So
how are you, Matto?
At the back, Hardcastle, Agnew battling it out, and finally Agnew turns the ball back over. Mitchell can't get it past Anderson. Anderson gets it past Mitchell. Good tackle by Hardcastle. Breaks down the play. Anderson has to start again. Gets it through to McCann. McCann was always going to be trouble getting onto that ball. And Emily Burrows goes for a bit of a jog to pick up the ball.
Mish Evans says it's a uni logo. I'm not quite sure about that, Mish. We'll
No,
have to see.
the Ascot, that's not the Ascot logo. If you're looking at that, beside Ascot is the Queensland Government logo. And the Queensland Government are supporters of BWHA through Bart Mellish MP and Joan Pease MP. Bart Mellish is a local state member here. He's a member for Aspley. And Joan Pease is the member for Lytton. So Ascot.
There you go, Misha. You've heard it from the big man himself. So thanks for that. I still can't work out what you were talking about. Oh, on the right-hand side of the skirt. I see it now, Misha. Thank you. Oh, it's on there too.
So Tara Fitzpatrick will come up and restart the game for us. That's straight off the stick of Smart, but the umpire's saying there was a push. So Smart will get the free hit just inside the 25-yard line. She takes it one way, beats Moffaty, tries to get it past Williams. Williams turns it over, and now Holly Gilbert comes away with it. Gets it forward, looking for O'Donoghue. O'Donoghue had a back to the ball, couldn't turn around quick enough to bring it in. Marinda McMahon at the back. Gets it underway again from about the halfway. Angie Lambert, unusual to see her miss a trap, but cleans it up easily. Across here to Fitzpatrick. Fitzpatrick around Smith, and she's annoyed with herself. She threw a bad pass. She realised straight away as soon as it came off the stick.
She's not happy with that one.
No, and she's doing her father's favourite pose.
Yeah, it's all right.
Hands
50.
on hip. Jess Rosa. She'll get us going again.
Actually, she probably looked a bit more like Craig Matheson then, the way she threw the hair over the shoulders, because he's got some long hair.
Oh, Rosa was always going to be trouble to get onto that pass from Sam Morris. Sam Morris knew as soon as she threw it wasn't the flash one. Brooke Anderson will get us going again. Gets it down to SJ McCann. SJ McCann under trouble there. Gets a free hit. Must have been a little stick check. Across to the far side. Woolstein. No, that's Fitzpatrick. She's gone over there. She's a ball magnet at the moment. She was on this near side a moment ago. Morris.
This temperature is dropping every minute, Peter.
Oh, it is cold since the sun's gone down. The little cheeky breeze blowing as well, and it's chilling me to the bone. I don't know about you.
Well, that's actually me sitting very close to you and just trying to blow in your right
that'll
ear,
be
Pete.
right. That'll be right. Ascot with the ball, and that's a let-off for North. And with 20 and a half minutes to go, a little bit of the temperature has gone out of the match, and I don't mean in a chemistry physics sort of way. I mean, there's no real intensity in the match at the moment.
Yeah, it's definitely taken a leap at the moment of where you're just slowing down, and it's actually probably more a individuals match at the moment. We're not seeing a lot of things coming off for both sides. Probably a lot of rushing at the moment is about the only thing, and they've just actually settled out of their rhythm. And you can see that there again on missed traps and missed passes, and they're all doing it.
And Angie Lambert, yeah, she just slipped as she went to make that pass. That's a good lead from O'Donoghue. She's got it in the circle. She's got a player on the spot, but she can't get it to her. And Angie Lambert just forces it over the baseline for a long corner. Looks like SJ McCann playing at the back. Angie Lambert's gone up to striker role. And that's left by Anima Durante. Sorry, Angie Lambert's gone back to fullback. She was playing on this side at one stage. She's going to throw it, and she didn't really get under that one. Walton at the back mistraps it. Agnew puts it onto her feet. Smart comes up to take the free hit.
Yeah, that was a great turnover there. McCann got a stick right in there, was able to really get it off North very quickly.
Oh, and Georgia Morgan slipped over badly there. Lucky not to twist a knee. Williams with the ball. Gets it through, gets it back. I didn't think she didn't expect to get it back quite so quickly. Now, centre field, Lambert pushes forward, finds Smart. Smart really controlling the centre fielder play. Gets it through to Eames. Eames rounded up by Hardcastle. Has to dump it off. Gets it past Smart. Smart leaves it for Morgan. Morgan back to Lambert. Lambert now to Eames. Eames with Mitchell in front of her. Has to go back to Lambert. Far side. Excuse me. Good running by Brooke Anderson. Make that lead. Gets it across to the spot. There's a scramble in there. Sam Morris comes away with it. Oh, that was a bad slip by Agnew. And ball thrown forward. Oh, good work. That's Holly Gilbar. She's got good speed. Sarah Rogers couldn't stop her, getting it to O'Donoghue. O'Donoghue in the circle, has a shot. Good save by Durante. She had that all covered, and the ball squirts clear over the far side.
Yeah, great bit of attack there. And look, Ascot now turned their defence straight into attack as well, and that was Morgan. There's 2 girls falling over there in the last 3 minutes. There's girls going down every direction. Obviously the coldness. SJ McCann gets to the top. Oh, Elms comes across. Nice bit of attacking play there by Ascot, but great defending play there by Norths as well.
Yeah.
But players are starting to fall over, Peter. I just wonder if this temperature drop is making everything very slippery.
Yeah, it's gotten slippery out there because players are going down left, right and centre.
Yep.
Smart with the ball for Ascot. She'll get it into the circle, and that's come off the stick of Walton, and that's hit a couple of girls. I don't think Jess Rose is too happy about that one. It hurt her. Penalty corner.
Yeah. Again, we did see it last night, and it got cold last night where players were starting to fall over. And, you know, in a matter of, 3 minutes, I think we've seen 5 players there, including Ange herself, falling over, you know. So
yeah, losing their footing.
Yeah.
So the coldness and the slipperiness of the field is causing some problems for all the players. So top of the circle, we've got Zoe Smart again. Now, she had a ripping crack at the ball last time. See what happens this time. Too Smart. Dumps it off. That's Lambert. Lambert drag flick, and Burrows makes another good save.
Another good save. That's a great save. Well done there, Burrows. And again, Ange's got some power. The ball comes out, not as fast as normal. Gets the offload there from Smart. Nice flick, but Burrows then. But have a look at Burrows. And to see that again, she actually slides across the ground on her feet as well. So it's obviously a juice starting to come across here. And Ascot on the attack. Again, Burrows down, gets the ball at the feet. And Frey. So I'm just quickly saying, g'day quickly to Karen Robson. G'day, Karen, how are you? Good to see you've tuned in at the moment. Not a bad game.
It's a good game, all right. And Ascot are throwing everything at North, but Ivy Hardcastle, Sam Morris, Holly Gilbar, and Emily Burrows are having a great game at the back. Again, Zoe Smart up the top of the circle. L1 is Lambert. Georgia Morgan R2. Again, dumped off to Lambert. Back to Smart. Smart's got plenty of time, but this time Charlie Mitchell comes across, blocks the shot.
Yeah, have a look at this injection. Bit of a bubble there, so you can see SJ doesn't get good contact there. Slows it right down, allows North to get their first runner out there. Lambert did really well to actually push it across to Smart. But yeah, you want a better injection there from SJ. Nice and flat and hard. Need all the time in the world they can at the moment.
Okay, slightly different variation this time. It goes straight to Lambert and looking for the deflection off Anderson. Long corner.
Yeah, nice play there. Have a look at Anderson if we do get to see that. So Anderson in the centre there. Watch this. She comes straight across and lays the stick down. There she is, turns. There's the stick. Nice deflection. Burrows was over it, but beautiful deflection work. If you're a young player out there watching, that's exactly how you do a beautiful deflection. They knew it was on. And great bit of play there by Ascot. Shame it didn't come off to a goal, but it's going to be hard to get it around Burrows.
So another penalty corner awarded while Mick was talking.
Oh. Oh.
SJ McCann again, top of the circle. Will we see another variation this time? Smart and Lambert L1. To Lambert. Lambert this time. Straight flap shot, and it's off the stick of Morris into the back of the net. That's the third goal for Ascot.
Yeah, you can see there just the same play there. It's about the injection. Get it nice and flat. Give the injector the time to actually get in and have a smack. And that's exactly what Ange Lambert did.
And Sam Morris is very disappointed to put that past the keeper herself.
Yeah, remind me of that that coach that we just seen for Redcliffe. What's his name? Steve Lancaster. He doesn't do too much these days, does he?
Amy Smith with the ball. Throws it forward to Moffaty. Moffaty, far side they go. Just knock it back for Tucker. Back to Morris. Hardcastle keeps that in play. SJ McCann puts pressure and results in a bit of a Not a great pass to Mitchell. So this Ascot side is pressing Norse at the back, and Norse are coming up with a few errors.
Yeah, I honestly think the temperature, how quick it's dropping, it's actually having an effect on this game, Pete. It's like we've just had a storm of rain. You know, when the game is a dry game, it becomes a very wet game.
Wolstein manages to put that on her own foot. Amy Smith goes forward, looking to get it to Williams. Williams and Tara Fitzpatrick chasing the ball together, but Tara Fitzpatrick just lets that one into touch, and she'll restart the game. To Morgan. Morgan throws it straight onto the stick of that North player. I think it's O'Donoghue, that far side. Turned over by Wolstein. Wolstein throws the forward to McCann. McCann has Eames in the circle. Now Morgan's there too, and Anderson. Free hit goes to Norse.
Yeah, the play started from right back there, but let's see what Norse come away with it here. Norse straight back from the defence, straight into attack.
Holly Gilbart throws it forward, looking to get it to Kelly Lewis. Kelly Lewis couldn't beat Sarah Rogers to the ball. Rogers gets around her, past Williams, feeds Lambert. Lambert gets it taken off her by Moffaty. Moffaty does a spin, and it's just cleared by Ascot, and it's over the line, about the quarter line for a North ball. Back we come. That's Tucker. Brings out the one wood, puts it straight onto the stick of Agnew, but Tucker gets it back. Across this side to Hardcastle. Hardcastle is Mitchell near her. She's going to go down for Lewis. Lewis mistraps. Now Anderson for Ascot. With Mitchell, takes it off her. Gets it to Lewis. No, Lewis misses it. And at the back, Fitzpatrick throws it forward to, that time McMahon. She throws her head back. She realised what she was trying to do. Get it to Anderson for the quick break. Just mishit it. Back we go again. Players are getting fatigued out there. With 10 minutes to go, you can understand that. It is cold. Feels a bit slippery too. Not sure of their footing. Hardcastle to Moffaty. Moffaty loses it and ends up kicking it. McMahon will bring it out to the 16.
Yeah, the game's really condensed down to a 10-15 metre radius of the paddock at the moment.
It has, yes. Although Ascot have got their players right across the field, but they're going more directly down the line, and Brooke Anderson just lost control of the ball, and it ends up being a Ascot ball, apparently. Players are all bemused, except for Hannah Eames, who gets going straight away, but turns it over. Mitchell and Hardcastle. Anderson, she'll get the free hit. McMahon will take it, get us underway again. Thrown forward, that's Hardcastle. She is a ball magnet today. Where's Walton? Puts it straight onto Anderson's stick. Oh, good tackle, but Wolstein has it for Ascot. Back she goes. McMahon. Sorry, not McMahon, that's Lambert. Lambert to Eames. Eames, she sees a lead over the far side. Morgan can't get onto it.
Yeah, it was interesting there. The play, the passes they seemed very slow. And next minute, bang, there's a rocket across the other side of the field. And Georgia Morgan just not able to get there quick enough. But it was a rocket.
Yeah, Georgia Morgan, good young player coming through. Unfortunately, Ascot will lose her when she goes to the States to go to university. Oh, Fitzpatrick read that well. Got in the way, turns the ball over. Williams just breaks down the play.
Yeah. Tara Fitzpatrick there read that very well. I think she gets that side of it from her mum.
Ball thrown forward, and I think that was meant for Wolstein, but wasn't the best pass from Sarah Rogers.
Look at the baby there going wild in the background, trying to stay warm as well.
He looks like a Queenslander.
Yeah, hang in there, little fella.
So Natalia Smith at the back for Ascot. Play broken down by Tucker, and Tucker just a little bit of poor passing by both sides going on. I think, look, I'm going to blame a bit of fatigue for this because they have been going pretty hard at it for 50 minutes. Norths have it. Lewis throws it forward, finds O'Donoghue. O'Donoghue gets taken off by Fitzpatrick. Fitzpatrick's run it nearly 30 metres, finds Anderson. Anderson comes up to Hardcastle. Umpires say Hardcastle was set. That's a free hit to Norths. Ivy Hardcastle's having a very strong game for Norths. Certainly has been a standout player in this match. Sam Morris. That's Amy Smith. Has to go back to Morris. Under pressure there. Oh, it's SJ McCann. Did she force the error? Yes, she has. And Angie Lambert's just going to come off for a quick break. Eames gets us going again. McCann in the circle. SJ McCann across the spot. Saved by Burrows. You can't hit it directly at Burrows. She'll save them every day of the week and twice on Sunday. Rogers into the circle. No one can get onto that. And that'll be a 16 for Norths and a let off.
Again, Bud Emily Burrows. Awesome at the background there. SJ McCann's got to get a little bit more and try and get that one-on-one contact with Burrows and get her out a little bit.
Walton's one-touch pass, and O'Donoghue can't keep that in the field of play. McMahon. Oh, O'Donoghue breaks it down. McMahon will have to start again from the side. Back they go, Ascot. Natalia Smith and Fitzpatrick under pressure, and Kylie O'Donoghue has forced an error, and Norths will get the ball in good position. Back to Walton. Walton far side sees Williams. Williams didn't make the trap first time. Wallstein gets it off her. Nice pilfer, and Williams gets it back. Made up for the error. Tucker can't get it to Walton. Smart sees Eames. Eames sees McCann. Brings out Burrows. Umpire says, all good, long corner.
Yeah, great work there by both. Have a look at Ascot. So Smart there has a look there. Can see that there's 2-on-1 situation, and Burrows comes out, applies the pressure, slides well, doesn't take the player out, and away we go.
Again, Ascot looked good in the circle, but Norths managed to clear the ball.
Oh, this cool breeze starting to come here, Pete, I'm telling you. 5 to go, I can't wait to get out of here. It's freezing.
Oh, good run. She ran it all the way and then turned it over, Wolfstein. Williams comes away with it for Norths. Sees O'Donoghue free on this side. Look at Eames come back at her. They're trying to channel her. She gets it across to Lewis. Lewis dumps it off, but there's no one there but Zoe Smart for Ascot, who puts it straight onto Williams' stick. And Eames just lets that one go. She's just going to settle things down. 4.5 minutes to go in this half, and Ascot certainly have good control of this match at the moment with 3 goals up. So they're in no hurry to get the game started. McMahon, she'll get us going again. O'Donoghue, like a runner on the blocks, waiting to go. Anderson keeps it in play. Good play. Can't get past Hardcastle. Hardcastle, oh, that'll be a stinger. She's going to keep going. Just looks at her arm and keeps running. Lewis, nice pass. Gets it into the circle on the spot. This is their chance. Durante's on the ground. Oh, good play. And at the back, stick check. Tara Fitzpatrick stopped that ball going in. Umpire was playing advantage.
Yeah, we'll have a look at this. Nice injection. North was slowly building here, but the North player actually turned the wrong direction, turned back into where the goalie was. But I think you find there that the umpire was straight on that, and maybe before Tara Fitzpatrick came in and there was a stick check. Interesting, the stick check was behind the goalkeeper.
Yeah, but I think because Tara Fitzpatrick was there as well, it wasn't a penalty stroke. Yeah, it's one of those 50-50 calls, isn't it?
Yeah, it certainly is. We seen it last night.
This time, Anima Durante, I think she lost her footing that time. That's why she went down so quickly. Top of the circle, Moffaty. So it's not Moffaty, that's Amy Smith. Amy Smith The rebound comes high, but over the top of everyone's head, so the umpire says it wasn't dangerous. Free hit outside the circle to North. So Donahue wants to get this game going. Back to Hardcastle. O'Donoghue gets it again. Kylie O'Donoghue onto the stick of Anderson. Anderson gets around Walton, and she's just going to bash it up the field. She was looking for Eames, who was hovering around the circle, but Morris got in the way, luckily. Far side. That's Mitchell. Mitchell runs straight into Wolstein. Far side. Tucker. Into the circle. Durante lets it go. That's a 16.
Yeah, we go back to the last short corner. It shows you very well Durante, hasn't had a major impact in this game. A lot of the play's been down the other end, but when it's on, it's on. It's amazing how quick a goalkeeper can go from doing nothing to actually making a fairly big save at a very precious time.
Yeah, Annie Durante, she's one of the most underrated keepers in Brisbane. Always plays well week in, week out. Miranda McMahon and the umpire just bringing him back for the free hit. Didn't like that back stick tackle, a loud, strong whistle. Smart gets it across to Rogers. Rogers just taking her time, like the good captain she is, and puts it straight on the stick of a player. But that's Smart, just going down the field. Now Anderson. Anderson couldn't get across to that before Morris. Morris gets to Smith. Now Walton playing on this wing. Smith centre field. Tried to get it to Moffaty at the back. That's Natalia Smith, and she gives it straight to Holly Gilbar. To Lewis. Lewis can strike well, and Gilbar overruns the ball.
Yeah, Lewis finds the gap. Just no one there to pick it up, and would have been a very good opportunity there for Norse to put one on the board.
Oh, 60 seconds to go, and at 3-0 up, I think this is going to be Ascot's match. I'm pretty sure of it. Miranda McMahon, she's not in a hurry to get this game going. Run down the clock. Oh, that's flicked straight off of her own stick. Oh, she's saying that. Okay. Play the umpire's whistle. That's what you got to do. Through to Tucker. Tucker looks up. Finds Gilbar. Walton. Finds Moffaty. Moffaty looking for Lewis, and good work by Fitzpatrick. There's an opportunity. Durante had been dragged clear, but Ascot on the fast break. Can they get it through to Eames? There's Lambert. All the experience gets through one. Can't get past Morris. Just ran a little bit too far with it. Morris back down the other end of the field. Only finds Rogers. And there's a full-time siren. It was a good match, but Ascot ground out a very good wing against North. 3-0. Thanks, Mick. We'll see you next time. And thanks for watching the live action hockey specialist here on Hockey Zone. We'll catch you later.
I'm going home to get warm, Pete.